everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Elease and there's a man walking by my window right now. I'm trying to get the best lighting for this, but it's overcast in Virginia, so I'm just going to roll with it. This video is going to be about a woman of color collab that I'm doing with some people on Instagram and YouTube. I found these people through YouTube and Instagram, and I felt that it was important that we do something together at least one time, because in the panning community specifically, there's not a lot of us. If you don't know what panning is, it's basically like using up your makeup, and it's a whole community of women who are dedicated to using what's in their collection, doing panning projects together, and collaborations are not unheard of. They happen all the time, and I hadn't seen one just for women of color, and since there's not a lot of us, I thought it would be kind of cool to do one for the ones that I know, and I've been finding more steadily since. But anyway, let's just go get into this before the lighting gets worse in here. So I'm the creator, obviously, of this project pan. There are, I think, not 10 of us all together. So there's Xandii, hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, Danyelle, she's on YouTube too. Xandii and Danyelle are both on YouTube. Rita, Lisa, Natalie, Adajah, Amber, and Rebeca. Lisa is also on YouTube, and Rebeca is on YouTube as well, and I love her channel. She's one of the first people I actually found on YouTube doing panning, and I think she was like the first woman of color I found on YouTube doing panning, so I just really love that. And she's a nurse, which is awesome. I have like a love for nurses, so but I love all these women. I've connected with them on Instagram. I show love to them, they show love to me, so definitely go check them out. I'll have them all linked below with either their IG Instagrams or their YouTube. Some of them are just on Instagram, some of them have Instagram and YouTube, so I just want to get everybody in. So I have 5 questions for this collab, so hopefully this doesn't take up too much time. I like thought about it and I practiced, but you know, sometimes I go off on tangents, so I'm just gonna try and bring it back if I go off on a tangent. So the first question is favorite collab by a woman of color, and I would say my favorite collab, it's a tie between the Karuchi collab with ColourPop. I really love her palette. I have it over here. It's the She palette right here. This is what it looks like. I've shown this on my channel before. They're bringing this back, so it's no longer limited edition. And also, this is more recent in my collection, but the Beach Cosmetics, it's my Ray palette. This is what it looks like. And I haven't seen anybody show both of them together before, so I'm just going to show both of them together. I had this one first, the Femme Rosa palette, and so I didn't think I needed, sorry you guys, I didn't think I needed this one, but I think both are justified for having one in your collection, because this one has some really pretty shimmer shades. This one doesn't have a lot of shimmer shades. I think this one has like 8 shimmers, metallics. This one only has the bottom row, which is like 5. And this one has more mattes, and this one only has 4. So I think they're really good comparison palettes. And also, this one has highlighters and contours in them. And I'm wearing the highlight today. I'm wearing this one over here called French Toast. So I'm wearing that today, and it's really beautiful. All the highlights are really nice in this palette, and I think they go really well together. So that's why I said I had 2, because they're kind of so similar, but I really love both of them together. The next question is, my phone's locking out. Favorite women of color influencer on YouTube or Instagram. So I would say my favorite YouTuber is Makeup Struggles. I watch all of her videos. She's so loud and I love it. Like, I love how she yells at people in the streets. And oh, she's black, by the way, and I just love everything about her. I love how she critiques palettes. I love how she creates new things. Another thing I love about her is YouTube isn't like her main job, so like she has a different perspective. Sometimes when YouTube is your full-time job, you think like this is all you. So I love that she has like that humanizing, down-to-earth part of her, and I love that she's so creative. Like, one idea she made is redoing whole palettes. So she was doing that on YouTube before anybody else did, and people are now doing that idea, and it's all her. Like, she really started that. So I really love that about her. Favorite woman of color owned brand. I would say the brand that I would want to try out, like the one I'm really loving is Beauty Bakery. I really want to try their stuff out. But for brands that I own, I would say Juvia's Place. I own 3 of their palettes. So I own the Saharan 2, which looks like this. I've shown this before. I own the Masquerade Mini, which looks like this. And I own the Nubian 2. I'm really a fan of the 2s. I think they come out better, you know, each time. So I would say Juvia's Place for the products I own. I feel like I don't own a lot of black owned brands or women of color owned brands because they can be a little expensive and not as easily accessible as some other brands. But I guess that's one of my goals in 2019, just to make a attempt to own more women of color owned brands. Pair a woman of color influencer with a brand and say why. So I would pair Makeup Struggles with Urban Decay because she's always like ragging on Urban Decay, and for good, like, she has good ideas. So I would really love for her to come together, or her and Colored Rain. She really loves Colored Rain, and I feel like she could do something really nice and beautiful. And she really, when the Cheers to the Beauty palette came out, she ripped them to shreds, rightfully so. I don't like the Cheers to the Beauty palette. It didn't make any sense to me. I'm glad it's becoming discontinued, but I feel like she could add an extra oomph in there for Colored Rain, and especially since they're in Target now, like, there's so much she could do to like make that brand more, I don't know, it just needs something. It just needs something. The Vivid Pigments they came out with were a gorgeous idea. If she did that with them, that would have been a blowout for me. But maybe a palette using the Vivid Pigments or something similar, that would have been amazing. Next, I have if you could collab with a woman of color, person of color influencer, who would it be? So I think it's pretty cool that I'm collabing with Panning and Stuff, because she's one of the first people that I've actually saw on YouTube. But I would say, like, any of the other women of color influencers, like, I would say Danny Bo or Jordana Vargas. I really admire Jordana Vargas because she's like a real makeup artist, and I love her accent. Like, my boyfriend is half Colombian, so I really love her accent. I don't know, I just love Danny Bo as well because she's getting her PhD, and so when she does the YouTube thing, I'm just like in admiration because I'm trying to get my PhD as well. So it's more like an admiration type of thing. But I definitely pick those women. I didn't want to say Makeup Struggles again because I've said her multiple times, but I wanted to like shout out smaller women of color influencers instead of saying like Jackie Aina, and I don't know, like, I can only like think of Jackie Aina and like people that already have collabs like Shayla and Naomi Tang and other people. Oh, you know what? I just thought about something. So I really like Too Much Mouth and I like Yuki, and I would love for them to do collabs or collab with them. I would love to collab with Yuki, and I would love to see Too Much Mouth do a collab. So like those are my women of color extras, I guess, at the end of this video that I just thought about, because I love them as well. They're like around the same age as me, and I admire them like for getting their education. Both of them are college educated women, and not like trying to downplay anybody, but I can identify with them as well in that aspect. So I really love that. I really love seeing like women of color that are doing multiple things in multiple areas, like getting the job done. So I think I answered all the questions. And I just want to shout out everybody again. So that was Xandii Jamell. She's on YouTube. Danyelle, which is down south with Danny on YouTube as well, and danyelleallday on Instagram. Rita, which is on Instagram as highlighted_mommy. Floralisa, which is on Instagram and YouTube. Natalie, who is rene.loves.beauty, rene.loves.beauty on Instagram. Adajah, who is pannergirl23 on Instagram. Amber, who is itsmeamberbrown on Instagram, and Rebeca, who's panning and stuff on Instagram and YouTube. So definitely go check them out. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you would tweak anything I said. And thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I really love the support for this collab, and I hope to work with these individuals again someday. And have a good rest of your day, guys. Stay safe.